Hello, scholars, and welcome to the Research Prospectus video. This is our critical assignment research perspective information video for CJ 485 Research Methods for Criminal Justice. Uh, the objective of this video is that we can get a clear understanding of what is going to be expected on our critical assignment, which is a research prospectus. And unlike many of our classes, where we don't even start thinking about the critical assignment to maybe the later portions of the course, this class is built in a much different fashion. And as we've this course is built on a modular fashion where each week we are going to build a portion of the critical assignment, this research prospectus. And as we build these building blocks from week to week to week, we are then going to combine all those blocks at the end, and that is going to be your research prospectus. So it's very important that we get a good, strong foundation at the beginning of this course, because we need to have that foundation to build upon. And in what I believe is a very unique aspect of this course, and one that you might enjoy, that the critical assignment is going to build itself. When you come to week 8, you're not going to have a large project, unlike many of your other classes, this large critical assignment. All the pieces are already going to be completed. All you need to do is put those pieces together and submit. So there's a lot of work on the front side, not a lot of work on the back side. And the key is that we have a clear understanding of what we're doing, because if we don't focus at the beginning, it is difficult because all these pieces build upon one another. And this will make a lot more sense by the end of this video. So here we are. What you're looking at is the Research Prospectus template, and this can be found in week 8 under your learning activities, and under critical assignments you'll see this Word document, Research Prospectus template. And as we view this document, let's do a quick overview. And every research prospectus is going to have these 5 portions to it. The first portion being the introduction to the study. And when you think of these, you can almost think of this as chapter 1, intro to the study. Our chapter 2 is going to be our literature review. Our chapter 3, our methodology. And then the appendix or the supplement is that we're going to have a reference list, and we are going to have our appendix. So we have these 5 portions that we are going to build. And myself, being a student that is just completed my dissertation or just about to complete my dissertation, this is a dissertation. A dissertation would have 5 chapters, where after the methodologies you would actually then have some sort of findings, your data, and then a chapter 5, which would be the conclusion where you're reporting on your data. For us, we are just building the first 3 chapters. The chapter 1 of what our study, our chapter 2, the literature that supports our study, and chapter 3, the methodologies, how we're going to do our studies. And remember, for our research project, we are going to create a topic. We're not going to actually research it. We're just going to build this prospectus where then someone could eventually research this and put it into motion, make a study, include the chapter 4 and the chapter 5, and have a complete research project. But for us, 1, 2, and 3, and with our supporting documentations of a reference list and an appendix. So let's look at week 1, or chapter 1, the introduction to the study, and I'll show you how that each week these are going to be built. So in week 1 of this course, we are going to ask you to brainstorm and think of a topic selection. And I believe that I'm going to ask you to come up with 5 topic selections. You're going to submit that to me, and I am going to look at your topic selections, and I'm going to probably give you some sort of feedback that says, I like number 2 and 3. Number 6 or number 2 is no good. Number 1 is excellent. Number 1 would be an excellent topic if you adjusted it to this. You're going to get some sort of feedback in your week 1 based upon these 5 topics you give me. So then we go into week 2, and it's the topic selection, and you are going to go into detail on why this topic is significant, why it applies to criminal justice, why it needs to be researched. You're going to answer a series of questions on why your topic has some significance. So you can see that your week 2 assignment is this significance of the study. of your introduction. So all of a sudden, we already have a portion of our critical assignment completed in week 2. In week 3, based upon that topic and why you have explained to me why it's significant, you are going to create a problem statement, a simple statement of why this is a problem, and the purpose of your research project. So in week 3, you are going to create your problem statement and your purpose statement, 2 more building blocks of our chapter 1. In week 4 of this course, you are going to submit your research question, what their question is. My study looks to answer blank. That is going to be your research question, and you are going to fit that into your chapter 1. You have the research question. So through week 4, you're going to have the research question. So after week 4, we have built all 4 of the portions of our first chapter. Additionally, in week 4, you are going to submit an annotated bibliography. Annotated bibliography is going to be the portion of the lit review that we are going to use. We're going to consider your annotated bibliography to be your lit review. What an annotated bibliography is you are going to find 15 various academic works that support your topic. So let's say you're doing a topic on law enforcement interaction with youth. For some hypothetical law enforcement interaction with young adults. You are then going to find academic works that have previous studies on how that other researchers have used. You're going to maybe have look at academic papers on why youth interact with adults. You're going to find just a spectrum of works that relate to your topic that you will then utilize within your study. With each one of these references or these works that you find, you are going to put a short paragraph or 2 of why it is applicable. What is the main purpose of the work, why you chose the work, and how it applies to your study. And you're going to find 15 of those. You're going to reference each one of these, write a quick paragraph or 2, combine those all together. That is your annotated bibliography, and that is going to be due in week 4, and that makes up your entire lit review. So after week 4, we have already wrote the first chapter and the second chapter of our prospectus. In week 5, we are going to then take our problem and our purpose and our research questions, and we are going to make that into a survey. Some sort of survey that you would hypothetically distribute to individuals to answer survey questions on your topic. So you are going to write your survey questions in week 5, which is going to make up a portion of this methodologies chapter. In week 6, we have our IRB application, which is going to be our application that we will submit in order to do research, that we are going to make sure that it's ethical and moral research. So that is almost a supplemental portion that is going to be a portion of your chapter 3 that is going to explain who you're going to survey, what type of people, what age of people, what's your population, what's your sample size. That will all be explained in that week 6 IRB application, which will then you will export that information into, once again, your methodologies chapter 3. In week 7, you are going to then take all that information from the previous weeks and write your chapter 3, your methodologies chapter. By the conclusion of week 7, you have 1, 2, and 3 chapters complete. So in week 8, we're going to have you submit your research prospectus. So in the first 4 weeks, I have created my introduction. In week 4, I wrote an annotated bibliography, which is my lit review. In weeks 5, 6, and 7, I created the portions of my methodology. I need to add a reference list. My reference list is nothing more than the APA formatted annotated bibliography. I'm taking those 15 references and making them into my reference list, alphabetical using APA guidelines. And then my chapter 5, a copy of my survey and interview questions, which came from my week 5 assignment, which is a part of my methodologies chapter, and my IRB application, which is my week 6. And I'm going to just attach those. So as you can see, each week we build upon, we get feedback, we correct whatever feedback, and we have then created a module, a portion of our overall prospectus. Then when it comes to week 8, you combine all these together, you put them in one document, and you are able to submit. And that is our critical assignment, and that is the objective of this video, is to just go over. Now, if some of this information sounds foreign, or some of these ideas sound foreign, what is a annotated bibliography? How would I understand how to write a research question? That is going to be what we are going to focus on each week. So even though some of these things sound foreign now, they will make perfect sense as we move forward. I just wanted to present this video to you at the very beginning of this course so that you have an understanding that each week how each one of these pieces will go together, and that it will be very clear that of what we need to do at the conclusion. Now, my one point of emphasis is that you can understand that in week 1, when we choose a topic, week 2, when we detail our topic, week 3, when we come up with a problem and purpose, you can understand that at the beginning of this class, if we have a very firm foundation, it'll be easy to build this structure, build this building, build this prospectus. If our foundation is shaky, if we really don't have a good topic, if we really don't have a good purpose, it is going to be difficult to move forward. So for many of us, the first couple weeks of this class are going to be the most difficult, even though all you're writing are simple sentences, maybe a paragraph at most. But to choose a good topic, to narrow down your topic, is going to be critical. And that's where you're going to present in week 1 multiple topics. I will work through and give you a bunch of feedback. That might be an assignment you might even have to repeat. I sent 5 in. I kind of gave you some feedback. You send it again, and eventually when I give you the thumbs up, when I give you the okay, then we have a good foundation we can work on to. So I hope this video was beneficial. It will all make much clearer sense as we move forward each week. And if as you move through this course, we're focusing on that prospectus, this will be a good piece of reference that maybe week 4 or 5 you can view again and make sure that each one of your pieces are in alignment. So I hope this helped, and there will be more videos to come. Bye for now.